Hey everybody, my name is Richard Soup Campbell. Yep, last name Campbell, nickname Soup. It's been with me for a long time. As you know, my favorite superhero is my wife, and she's wearing a Superman shirt. Anyway, we are Richard and Stefanie Campbell, and we're really excited about what we have to share with you today and who we have sharing this with you today. Little bit of background about who we are. We're actually photographers. We've been doing photography for how long?
About 15 years.
15 years. So same about time my son was born. About 15 years we've been doing photography. And just like with any business, you've got your ups and your downs and everything, and it's feast or famine. What I loved about photography was it was an outlet for my creativity. And actually, you got me into photography.
I did.
So anyway, it went on, and you know, we had our ups and downs. And when you have a family of 6, count them, 6. When you have a family of 6, you can't have too many ups and downs, because you got at least one smart one in the bunch that's going to say, yo, why we down, daddy? What's going on? Take some pictures. And so we decided that I should go back to work. What happened?
Well, that was a nightmare. So then I became a single mom because he was gone 12, 14 hours a day. And those sales started over every month. Every single day he had to go out and get those sales. There was nothing residual. And then I had 6 kids. I was dealing with illnesses and play dates and all of that by myself. And that is a tough thing to put on just mom.
Very tough. But as you can see, she's wearing the shirt and she rightfully deserves it. She really had 7 kids, because she had me come home and I also started whining and crying too. And so we were looking for a better way.
A better way.
There had to be a better way.
When we found it, and we're so excited, so incredibly excited.
Really excited. And so not only did we find a better way, we found mentors. Tiger Woods, greatest golfer in the history of golf, has mentors. He has mentors and he has coaches. Michael Jordan has a coach, Kobe Bryant. He actually called Akeem Olajuwon to come and show him that under the rim move, which he used on a lot of people. And so even though I have a business background and so on and so forth, I had to get the right coaching. We had to find. So we found them. And they are, well, I normally I don't do this, but I'm going to call his wife a beast. And when I say beast, you're going to find out why. She's a beast. And Dave is now Danger Dave. You have to be with the beast. And we're really excited to be working with them and for them to be coaching us and mentoring us and everything. They're going to tell you so many great things.
These people are fantastic. They are the top of the top. They know what they're doing. They are fabulous people. And we are just so, so grateful to be a part of what they're doing and the timing of us getting in on this. So,
without further ado, Dave, Barb, take it away.
Well, thank you guys. Can you hear us okay?
We can hear you perfectly.
Good. Just want to make sure. Well, we're very excited, and you know, Barb the Beast is she's going to be showing off the rest of this video. You
shouldn't do that to me.
You know what you do when you poke the bear, when you poke the monster.
I know.
The reality is nobody wants to be playing small, right? If you're playing small, you're not doing any good to anyone else. You're not serving the universe. You're not helping your family. So why would we do anything small? And the crazy thing that you don't know about me, I wasn't always the beast. In fact, Dave always says he was sleeping with the enemy. You know, I could still relate to Richard and Stefanie when we first met, because I didn't even want to be in a home-based business. Like, we were never home. So I was like, Dave, why'd you join a home-based business? We're never even home. We were passing each other in the halls, and I could totally relate to what Stefanie was saying, because I had 2 babies, one on the way, We had $250,000 in debt. We were juggling 5 businesses. And I'd been in every company out there, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, was never signing up for MLM again. And this guy comes home, happy new distributor of a new company.
Danger Dave.
Danger Dave. I wanted to kill him. I mean, I literally was like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You're stupid. You're an introvert. This is not going to work for you. You're shy. You know, he's not Slick Willie in a suit and tie. And boy, did he make me eat my words, and brought me home to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. In 93 days, we closed all 5 businesses. I love to do hair. I love teaching dance to little girls. I had a great studio. I had a great salon. You know, we were making a lot of money, but the cash flow at the end of the month was all going in the wrong direction. So $10,000 a month is nothing when you need 14 grand to pay your bills. And we were in a bankruptcy situation. You know, we had status, we looked good, we smelled good, we had the Lincoln, we had all that, but no money at the end of the month. And this dude bounced a $7 check, Dangerous Dave, for baby formula just about 30 days before he said, that's it. You know, he was just like you guys. He was looking. So we're 23 years in the industry. He became the top money earner in that company at the age of 24, killed it, owned a company for 10 years, killed it, merged with the company, and learned a lot of lessons about what you want and what you don't want in the industry. And we just made a decision. This is our last stop. We're going to build a legacy with people like you. And if other people want to jump on board, great. But, you know, if you're skeptical, take it from me. You can be skeptical. Just don't be stupid, because he's got a system that works, and we've helped tens of thousands of people break free.
Well, and I think the exciting thing too, obviously you guys are watching this and checking it out, and you're watching 4 crazy people on here. Basically, we're just having fun. We're having a good time. And who else doesn't want to just have a good time, help other people, and make money while you're doing it? And, you know, one of the reasons we're on here is because of you too. And number one, your commitment, but also your positioning and timing, where you guys are. I mean, you're out in California. This company's barely 2 years old. And it's so funny. You know, we're looking for people out in that area, but yet you guys search out and find us. So this perfect marriage happens, and you guys are literally some of the first people out in California with this little company that I'm going to roll through a quick PowerPoint here in a couple minutes and just share with you guys as fast as I can, just some thumbnail sketch of what Barb and I think is getting ready to happen with this baby. And honestly, if you get this and you stay tuned, I don't think you're going to sleep.
You're not going to sleep.
And Richard, Stefanie, you guys are probably the same way. Once you got the gist of it, you're like, dude, this is real.
It's a good thing we have a great product for anxiety, mood swings, because you're going to need kava to just.
Yeah.
He bought me a shirt yesterday. It said, I was born extra, but you haven't seen extra until you start seeing people getting free code, mailbox money, and it's changing their lives. The products are changing their lives. So you do.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to roll through this PowerPoint real quick, and then Richard, Stefanie, I'll bring you guys back on to just, you know, really share with folks just a few minutes. But I could talk for hours and hours on this, guys. And the reason I use this little PowerPoint is to keep me on track, because I get really excited about stuff, and it'd be 2 hours later, I'm like, what was I saying? So I'm going to take about 12 or 15 minutes and smoke through this to kind of give you guys the high points, kind of the Reader's Digest version. And like I said, I think you're going to get really excited. So give me 1 second to pull up my PowerPoint here. Share my screen. Awesome, Miss Barbara. I think we're getting this baby going.
I would be Barbara the Beast.
Barbara
now,
the Beast. I do apologize.
Campbell's.
All right, guys. So just real quick, and like I said, Barbara and I are both super excited to be teaming up with Richard and Stefanie. And like Barb said, we've been in the industry for 20-some years. Richard and Stefanie have experience in this industry, and they're looking. They know what they're wanting. They've seen people be incredibly successful in this industry, and they know what they want. And they searched us out. We became friends, and here we are. But you know, Barb was talking a little bit 22 years ago. You know, the picture in the upper left-hand corner of my favorite home, man. This is my little single wide trailer house.
You can see I married for money.
She did. She had to love me, guys. And
bull rider with big dreams.
I rode bulls professionally for 8 or 9 years. I went to school on a baseball scholarship. My mom was a single mom, didn't make a lot of money. I threw my scholarship away. I started rodeoing full time, and I met this amazing lady. And the rest of this screen is kind of history. We had some kids really quick.
Yes, we had 3 babies in 4 years. So the joke was 8-second increments.
That's right.
Some of you will get that.
Yeah, but that's my family, and it's pale to comparison to Richard and Stefanie's. You could triple everything on here, double everything on here,
Yeah.
For their family. But what I want to ask you guys is the first thing that my buddy took me to a meeting of a home-based business 22 years ago, and I remember at that meeting the guy that was showing it. They didn't do a PowerPoint or a slideshow like this. They had a whiteboard, and he drew a big circle on the board, and he said, "Hey, if money was no object, what would you do?" And you know, if money and time and your health were no object, if they were the best they could be, you know, what would that mean to you? And you know, I was sitting there in my mid-20s thinking, well, I'm a stud, man. I feel great. I have lots of energy. I have all this stuff. But you know what we didn't have? We didn't have any money. Mm-hmm. You had a full-service hair salon. You were teaching little girls dance. We opened a coffee bar in Central Kansas. I was refinishing antique furniture. What else? We opened a craft and gift gallery where we'd make things and go sell them on the weekends. Don't even laugh about that. But we had 5 or 6 businesses.
Yeah, we did anything for money.
We did.
We worked sun up until sundown. Dropped our kids off at daycare at 7 a.m. Picked them up at 7. Sometimes I couldn't pick them up because one more person would call. I want a perm. I want a color. I want a frost. I want nails. Can I tan at 10 o'clock tonight? You know. And we were always chasing the almighty dollar. Yep. And it's funny because when we got married, we were like, God first, then our family, then our career.
Well, we were living on the love in the beginning. We didn't need any money.
Yeah, then when we realized it takes money to survive, everybody thinks they want to keep things in balance in the beginning, but the reality is when the wolves are at the door and you don't have any money, it's the end of the month, and you're out of money before you're out of necessities. I mean, we needed baby formula, diapers. We needed to keep the lights on. And I was literally on my knees praying for something to come along. And man, when it came along, I was like, no, God, not network marketing. But I thank God every day that Dave took a chance because I wouldn't have. I was skeptical. And all of these dreams and goals that we've talked about, like I didn't even need a lot of money. I was just thinking like $500 for daycare. Maybe, you know, put a muffler on my minivan that woke everybody up in the neighborhood. And it's crazy. We've had a free car in this industry for 23 years. We've been on a free cruise every year for 23 years, sometimes 2 a year. And our kids have traveled the world and they've lived more at the age of 21 to 24 than most people do at 70. And it's all because we found the right company, right place, right time. And I'll tell you guys something. We've tried to find that for our friends and family and people we love. Can't really tell them to get an old company because most of them timing's gone. A new company are here today and gone tomorrow. But what Dave's going to show you, it's like the pixie dust. It's like it all lined up. This is the best story we've had in 23 years. And for the first time, we see people experiencing the success that we had instead of telling our success story. We're talking about people like Richard and Stefanie, and that feels so good.
Well, and I think too, you know, being in this industry for 22 years, and maybe some of you guys checking this out, you've been there, done that, been in the deal. You know, as Barb always said, got the T-shirt. I tried it. Well, we, you know, about 2 years ago, I got a phone call from a gentleman by the name of Todd Smith. We've been a previous business venture together. And he said, Dave, have you ever heard of Fiji water? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, duh, who hasn't heard of Fiji water? And he said, well, there's a gentleman by the name of David Gilmour who founded Fiji Water. Said he's a billionaire, owns one of the largest gold mines in the world, hotel business, all these things. And he said 8 or 9 years ago, he launched a little company called Wakaya Presentation. And he said their products blew up. And he said what they're wanting to do, their products are so good, they're wanting to take them off the shelves, put them in a home-based business, and they've asked us to be the ones to head that up. I'm like, you're kidding me. And guys, that's basically what you have in your hands. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about, you know, we have a ton of products. I'm going to talk about one of them today just to kind of give you guys kind of the gist of what's happening. But, you know, really, I want you to think about putting yourself in front of the next trend too, just like this screen says. You know, when you look at Apple, the Facebooks, the Amazons, Googles, think of even Atkins diet. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about the keto lifestyle. You know, keto's becoming huge. Keto will probably be the biggest trend in weight loss than anybody's ever seen before. And people are just now starting to hear about it, and we are the keto company. And one of the things companies have in common, that guys, if you were a part of them, you made a ton of money. Mm-hmm. And my mentor always taught me, in business, timing has a lot to do with it. And you guys are, you know, once again, Richard and Stefanie right out there in California, first, they're literally some of the first people in this program. And that's very exciting. Health and wellness, weight loss, guys, they're going to be the next biggest trends because we need it. You know, we are one of the most unhealthy, most unhealthy places on the planet. But Why Wakaya Perfection? Guys, why this? Mr. Gilmore thinks that this is going to be bigger than Fiji water, and he believes that because of what it's doing for people. And I hope you guys get that after we're done sharing this. A couple of the biggest challenges today. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. You can walk down the street. You can probably think of your own friends and family. People are sick. People are sicker than they've ever been. You know, prescription drug companies they're running out of products now because people take prescription drugs like it's candy anymore. It's like expected. We're the most obese nation on the planet. People are in pain. They have challenges. They have blood sugar challenges. Children are being diagnosed today at 8 and 9 years old, what people used to be diagnosed with when they would get 70 to 80 years old. Basically, guys, we're putting the wrong stuff in our body. We're loading our body with toxins, and we are carbing ourselves out. We are sugaring ourselves out. Our bodies can't keep up with it, so it loads on toxic things in our bodies. Our bodies don't know what to do. We have inflammation. We get pain, which turns into problems and diseases because your body is in dis-ease. So one of the things people always say, well, David Gilmore, founder of Fiji Water, you know, what are the products? The two main staple products that started 8 or 9 years ago, guys, was ginger and turmeric. And I know many of you guys have probably heard of them. Many people think of ginger, you know, helping with nausea, your stomach, digestion issues. It's very, very healthy. People say, why did Mr. Gilmore he has this $1 million company? Oprah Winfrey put it in 2 of her magazines. It's blasted on Home Shopping Network. They sell out every time they put it on there. Why would you take this successful company off the shelf of those places and put it in a home-based business? And he said, it's real simple. He said, giant chain stores nowadays, my products can sit on a shelf next to an inferior product, and the lady behind the counter can't even tell you barely what aisle my product's in. He goes, my products are the best out there. My ginger, 3 times more potent than anything on the market scientifically. He said, my turmeric, 5 times more curcumins in my turmeric than anything else you can find on the market. Guys, turmeric, there's like a 230 some documented natural products for anti-inflammatory. Natural in the world, turmeric's #1. Mr. Gilmore's turmeric is 5 times more potent than anything on the market. So people are using this. They have aches and pains. They have inflammation in their body. They have these challenges that have started to happen. Like, oh my gosh, I feel better. And that's where Mr. Gilmore said, I got to find a team. I got to find a team, and I got to put this in a business model that is more word of mouth advertising, and we can share it. And I'll tell you what, guys, he took these 2 products, and you want to talk about a trend? You want to talk about pinching yourself? You want to talk about being the guy that threw the touchdown pass to win the game, to hit the home run, to win that lottery ticket? Guys, put yourself in front of the next biggest trend that's going to happen.
And BulaFit's exciting.
BulaFit is it, guys. We have the secret to fat loss.
Oh my God.
And not only fat loss, we got the secret to health. And we're not going to talk about products on this deal. We want to hit the BulaFit. And Barb was one of the very first ones. She was one of the very first ones that tried this. They sent her some samples, and they said, hey, we're going to launch a weight loss deal. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, weight loss. There's a million of those.
And I said, I don't like shakes. I don't like shakes. I don't like that taste.
Well, what they did though is they took this turmeric and ginger, these powerful things, and they put it in our keto products, guys.
And it tastes like you're eating Cinnabon.
It's like a vanilla milkshake.
Melted malt. It's so good. It doesn't have that aftertaste.
And you know, Barb, when you first, you've done a million diets. Mm-hmm. You've done the yo-yo diet.
Well, yeah, anything works if you starve yourself.
I've picked you up on a bathroom floor before because you completely cut.
I did Atkins. I literally had seizures and ended up with colon spasms because it was all protein and I didn't have any breast. And I didn't know. I was just trying to get skinny. Like, people will do anything to lose weight. And you guys, I'm not knocking Atkins. I'm just saying, if you've tried every diet out there, like I had, we owned a company for a decade, so we had weight loss. When this came along, 2 weeks secretly, I took the burn cap. I wasn't going to ever do a shake. I didn't know how good it tasted. And, I was down 14 pounds, and I was like, dang, Dave, I think this might work. It might work. So the next thing you know, I'm down 20 pounds. Then pretty soon I'm in love with the shake, and I'm down 40 pounds. And it wasn't very long, and I was like, wow, this is the most amazing thing. So I got my sisters on it. My mom, my one sister's always been negative, and even she lost 40 pounds. She didn't even tell anybody what she was doing. So when the negative girl loses 40 pounds and she's loving on you, saying, thank you, God, you found this product, it's a good feeling. We have great products. So the keto lifestyle is a trend right now. You guys, the documentary that came out, The Magic Pill, you see people that are celebrities saying the way I look this good is the ketogenic lifestyle. And it's crazy. It's a trend.
Well, and how many people have tried to diet? You try to lose weight, you starve yourself. It's basically a starvation diet. It's a yo-yo diet. You lose the weight and then it comes back. Guys, it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. And that's why it's going to be bigger than that. You know, when Atkins blew up, you couldn't walk in a grocery store and half the products were labeled Atkins because people knew it would sell. Guys, keto's just starting. You know, a few months ago, there's a little documentary, Barb mentioned it, called The Magic Pill. Go check it out. It's on Netflix. It's free. It talks about why we're messed up. Why do we keep the weight on? Why are we full of toxins? Why are people having so many diseases and challenges? Dr. Randy Lundell, one of the top keto docs in the world, he said, he explained it to me. He said, Dave, most people every day of their life are running like a car on bad gasoline. They go through their day, they're tired, they spit, they sputter, they're backfiring, they're not running on their full potential. And he said what the keto diet does, when you change and you eat 75% fat, 20% proteins, you eat a few carbs, if you need sugars, find some alternative solutions, but cut the sugars, he said, your body literally becomes a fat burning machine. And the biggest thing I noticed with Barb when she first started this, because I didn't buy into it in the beginning. I didn't want to cut out my little Debbie's. I didn't want to cut out my sugar and my ice cream. I love that stuff. You're going to tell me I can't do that stuff? I watched Barb, and after 2 weeks, I'm like, why? You're so energetic. You're so different. Your face looks different. What's up? She goes, Dave, it's this keto deal. You've got to try it. And I reluctantly did, and I'm going to tell you what, guys, I have not gone without. I still eat donuts. I eat cinnamon rolls. I eat cookies. I eat fat bombs. But you know what? They're made in a way that they're full of fats. And my ratios of fat, protein, and carbs is right, and I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. When you think of this, you know, most of the challenges people have, most health professionals will tell you, when you go say, hey, I have this ache or this pain or this problem, first thing they'll tell you is, hey, drop 15 or 20 pounds. And the thing is, people try to do that. They struggle. There's hungry all the time. Guys, on the keto diet, you're never hungry because you can eat as much as you want. It's the right ratios. And when people get this, and we have a whole community, guys, you don't have to learn anything. We have a BulaFit Facebook page where we share recipes. It's a giant community of tens of thousands of people that are living the keto lifestyle. And guys, you are in this keto lifestyle company before the world hears about it. Here's another one of the challenges. And I kind of want to wrap up with this and bring Richard and Stefanie back on. But guys, number one, people are sick. We know that. We are the most obese nation on the planet. You know, it's bad. People are also broke. You know, our personal savings now, we're the lowest now than we've been since 1929. And you know, you look at this screen, you know people that are this way. Why do people have 2 and 3 jobs? Most people literally are one paycheck away from a bankruptcy. If you didn't get paid for a month, you're in trouble. And when I looked at network marketing, that was my hot button. It wasn't BulaFit. It wasn't the keto lifestyle. I was in my mid-20s. And for me, I needed money. I needed to provide for my family. You heard Richard and Stefanie say it. They are in the photography business. They love what they do. It just doesn't give them the things they want. So when I look at this industry, I look at it as it gives me a chance to leverage my time and to create a little residual income. And guys, that's something that no job can ever give you. And that's why I still think today it's the best kept secret out there. People work 40 hours, you get paid 40 hours. You want to make more money, you work 60 hours. And what network marketing says in home-based business is this: if you put yourself in front of a trend, you have this amazing product, you share it with a few people who love it and they use it, you might work 2 or 3 hours a week, but get paid the same amount of commissions as if you worked a 40-hour work week. And that's the biggest part I want to get across to people. And so many times people are like, oh, that's too good to be true. And I'm like, well, what are you waiting for? Something too bad to be true? It's like this industry's been around for 50 plus years and it has been proven. Guys, word of mouth advertising is the easiest, is the best way people purchase products, especially today with social media. Think of the next great movie that comes out. It's going to be the best movie, box office smash, because you shared it with a friend who told a friend who told a friend who told a friend. Same with a restaurant. Clothes are that way. Every trend is that way. I mean, how many guys have ever, you're in a conversation and you say, oh, did you hear about? Did you hear about? Guys, you're hearing about this first. Being able to team up with a billionaire, founder of Fiji Water, had an existing product line, took it off the market because he believes it could be bigger than Fiji water, put it in a business model where you're the first one in and you go share it with people, and he wants to pay you an obscene amount of money. Guys, that's what we have. So how do you take all of this and turn it into an opportunity? It's like we say, put yourself in front of the trend. Guys, this screen says 7 out of 10 people want to lose weight. I think it's more, actually. And people are begging. They're looking. It's one of the biggest industries in the world. And when people understand, you can take all the weight loss products you want, but if you're not teaching your body to burn the right things and do the right things, and you're still just loading them with toxins, it's not going to help. You might lose a little weight, but it's all going to come back, you guys. And when you look at, I said, we have 40, 50, 60 products, when we're just starting, but our weight loss product, our BulaFit Shake and our little burn cap, when people use that after just 1 or 2 days, they're hooked. They are absolutely hooked. And when you look at the size of these industries and projections of where they're going, as you are in front of something pretty special. So I guess my question is this: what would you guys do with an extra $1,000 a month, extra $500 a month even? People talk about the big money all the time in network marketing. They talk, and I've made the big money, and I'm excited about that. I worked hard, and I shared it with people who shared it with people. I had a recipe. I had a mentor that taught me a recipe, and he said, Dave, if you bake chocolate chip cookies and you follow the recipe, your cookies will be outstanding. He said, if you mess it up and you put in 2 teaspoons of flour instead of 2 cups of flour, your cookies are going to flop. And most people, when they join a home-based business, they just don't have a recipe, and we do. And one of the biggest parts of our recipe is our comp plan. So when you think of making an extra $1,000 a month, and I know Barb, when I first joined network marketing, you weren't happy. You were mad at me. You were beyond. It was like, we've been married 5 years. It's like one of the biggest fights we ever had. And it cost me like $1,000 to join the program. I got some great products and I got started. And you basically chewed me out and said, hey, you can either send your box back or make your money back and then get out.
I never dreamed we could make an extra $1,000 a month, let alone 100,000 some months. So, all I can say is whatever your dreams and goals are, get your hopes up, because this thing's going. It's working for a lot of people, and we'd love to see it work for you.
Yep. So we have kind of disrupted the industry, guys, and I want to end and close the meeting with this little deal, because I don't want you to sleep tonight. I want you to know positioning wise where you're at, and if you're obviously if you're friends or associates of Richard and Stefanie and they've reached out to you, you say a little prayer tonight and say thank you, and be grateful, because they did, because they literally are some of the first people out in the giant state of California teaming up with Mr. Gilmore in this movement. But guys, most people think about this, and if you've been in this industry, you know this. It's the guy at the top that keeps getting richer while everybody else struggles. And I've been in programs like that. Guys, we have something that has disrupted the industry. We flip-flop that. Just like the whole food pyramid, it's kind of wrong. We flip-flop the food pyramid. We follow a keto lifestyle. Well, we've done the same thing with our comp plan, with how people get rewarded by sharing, the BulaFit system in Wakaya with people. And it's called our plan to $1,000. And we have a little thing called Pace Setter. And I'm telling you guys, you want to set some goals, you can achieve them. You want to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, and you make that your first goal, we can show you how to do that very quickly. Basically, you're going to earn 20% of all the sales of all the customers you bring in that will just want to try the BulaFit. You're going to earn 20% of all the ambassadors. So if I shared this with Richard and Stefanie and they said, listen, we're looking to make some extra money. This looks amazing. This is what we want. And they joined the business. Guys, I earn 20% on the products that they order. We have 17 different bonuses that you get paid. This is literally one of them. But then Richard and Stefanie are reaching out to people. And as those people come in, guess what? Those people would be on my second level. That's why it's called network marketing. But I'm earning 20% on all my customers, 20% on my front line, 20% on my second line. And guys, that's why we pay so much money up front. And I want to show you something real quick. I'm going to bring Richard and Stefanie back on. But I want you guys to think of bringing in 4 people. I want you to think about bringing 4 people into the program who get excited and do the same thing. This is what got me excited about network marketing. This is why I still do it today. Because when I look at working 40, 50, 60 hours, getting another job, driving a 5-state area hauling furniture, I can't make any more money than what I'm already making. I only have X number of hours in the day. But in this industry, guys, it's not based on you. It's based on you leveraging your time. If you shared it with 4 people who got excited, who understood where they were, who did the same and did the same, as you look at this little progression, you shared it with 4, But if they all did the same thing, you know, obviously you end up you're 10, 11,000 bucks a month. Well, let's back up to the little second level. Share it with 4 or 5 people who share it with 4 or 5 people. Guys, they love the products. You're making 500 to 1,000 bucks a month just by doing that. That is amazing in this industry. And one of the other things I just want to show you on this screen, if you, and again, I just want to get in your head on how network marketing works. Man, it doesn't work exactly like this. This is just an example. It kind of shows you the potential. But imagine instead of you just bringing in 4 people, you brought in 5. Guys, your income doesn't just go up a little bit. If you would bring in 5 people, it goes from 11,000 to 30 grand a month. That's the leverage. You're leveraging your time. And you know, when you take some of these numbers up, say you bring in 6, who bring in 6, who bring in 6. You know, when you enroll 6 people in the program in your first 2 months, you're what's called a pace setter. They have a huge bonus they give you. And if we teach everybody to do that, guys, if everybody just brought in 6, this is how people make a ton of money in network marketing. It's they leverage their time. It's not that I've ever gone out and enrolled thousands of people. I've never done that. I enroll 2 or 3, just like Richard and Stefanie, and we marry them. We get together and say, hey, let's find a few people who would love to do this and use these products as well. And we do the same thing with them. And guys, that's how you build a really big team. And that's how people get these big numbers in network marketing. They've leveraged their time. It's not that they've worked hard, but it's not that they're the ones that put in 1,000 people. They might have brought in 6 or 7 who did the same, and then all of a sudden you have 1,200 people in your group. And guys, with our comp plan, it really pays you really, really well. We actually have a calculator that can show you guys. I like to call it my setting goals calculator, because you know, a lot of people say, well, I need to make $2,500 a month. And I'm like, okay, well, here's exactly what you need to do. So we have a calculator that shows up. Guys, you're teaming up with founder of BGWAR. And he entrusted his 7, 8, 9-year-old multi-million-dollar business with these gentlemen and said, listen, we're going to make this bigger than FijiWire. These are some of the people that are talking about us. Deepak Chopra, he was sending out messages about it. Oprah Winfrey put it in 2 of her magazines, said it's her favorite product. We have something very special here. And for it to just be put in a home-based business and you be hearing about it first, guys, is pretty special. So I really encourage you guys, you know, be a part of our Grand Wakaya Club, man. Set a goal to get that check to $1,000 a month. And if you're just looking at this to lose weight, then get your shake and burn. Get your shake and burn, get your Bula Fit on, get started. I'll promise you in 2 days, you're going to go, okay, I'm in. I'm in. I want to do this. We have recognition. Barb talked about cruises, and there's a car bonus. Guys, there's a ton of bonuses. But I'll tell you this, how you get started, again, find a Paradise Pack. You know, there's a $499 Paradise Pack. And I always encourage people to join that way because you get almost $300 in products free. And it's 1 full month for 2 people, or it's 2 full months of the Bula Fit for 2 people, for 1 person. And set some goals. You know, when you enroll other people into the program, say you have a friend and they want to get started and they're diving in full and they join for $499, guys, you make $100 right up front. You make a $100 fast start bonus. That's before they ever start ordering products. There are a ton of ways to earn your money back and get plugged in. And obviously set some goals. And we'll help you guys do that. We have a whole system. When you guys get in, we get you plugged into the 8 steps and get things rolling. But guys, I want you guys to get excited about this. And let me stop this sharing here real quick. And I'm going to unmute Mr. Richard and Miss Stefanie here, because I am so good at techno stuff in this Zoom. All right, I think I've attempted to add you guys back on. Hey, you are there. So I'll tell you what, guys, obviously we're excited. You guys are excited. And it's like in life, we always hear about people that make the money. You hear about people that were there first. You're in the 1st grade. You want to be first at the water line. It's like something ingrained into us that we always want to be first.
And we want to win.
And you want to win.
Yeah.
You do. And I just think, to close, you know, you guys obviously feel like you have something very special here. You're excited. There's nights you don't sleep. You just send text saying, I can't sleep. I am very excited. To be able to give that to other people, and that's, I think, why Barb and I do this. People are craving it. People want to win. They want to make money. They want to get out of debt. They want more energy. They want to lose weight. They want all those things. And I just think it's cool we have something that can really give it all to them.
Absolutely. We are so excited and we don't sleep, and we're thinking of all the people that we can help and share this with. And, you know, our health is improving. We're a product of the product. We're down a lot of weight and we're feeling so much better. And if nothing else, people need this product to do that. And I just want them all to take it and be like,
I know, you don't know what you don't know until you try it.
right, exactly. So, yeah, we're just so grateful to be joined up with you guys and this company that is seriously taking off, and being in California, and we're the first ones, and we're so excited about the people that could be with us. And we want to.
That's not an exaggeration. There's maybe 4 people right now in California. It's crazy.
You guys are it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Just 4.
And there's a big state out there to go. And that's not counting Japan. We're getting ready to open in Canada, all the other 50 states. The timing is amazing.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Wow. We're really excited. Really excited about the company. Really excited about working with you guys, because you know, one of the things I really love about working with you guys is that you guys are showing us how to be leaders in this industry, and showing us how to be leaders all together, and also to help people. I love helping people. My wife just told me yesterday, she was like, "You just gave away our last couple of dollars to that guy." I was like, "Well, you know, he needed it a lot more than we did, you know."
Honest to God, we'll do that. And I'm just like, honey,
I know.
but that's his spirit, and I just can't stop it.
You know, it's just ingrained in us to always want to help people. So when we did search for something, we did want to get with a company where we'd be able to help people, and where it wouldn't be, I didn't want them to be able to say, "Well, Richard, you're a salesman," or "I'm not Richard," or "I'm not Stefanie," or whatever. It's like, you don't have to be. Just take the shakes, take the pill, lose weight. They'll come to you. Don't worry. So we're super excited about really getting this out there and really building something for our family. Our kids are excited. My son can't wait to quit his job. He's 15. He's
Awesome.
15.
That's an entrepreneur
15 years
spirit.
old.
I love
We
it.
showed him the plan, and he was like,
I'm in.
"I'm in." As soon as we start launching, I'm in, and we can't wait to show this to him. And we thank you guys so much. We know you guys are really busy. You guys are traveling like, you know, like you guys are NBA superstars. You're just traveling city to city, just knocking everything out and taking names. And so we're really excited that you guys were able to do this with us, and we really appreciate it. And we're going to work really hard to make you guys proud.
Well, that is our business, and you guys will have that same feeling. It's not how much you do for yourself. You know, Zig Ziglar always said, you help enough other people get what they want, you'll have everything in your life you've ever wanted. So since we're throwing out names, Rockin' Richard, Stupendous Stefanie,
Barb the Beast,
Barb the Beast and Dangerous Dave, man, we're locking arms. I hope you want to become a part of our team, because we're gonna kill it. We appreciate you guys.
I like it.
Thank you.
Love it.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.